Hey guys, so I finally got my hands on the Revoker, a little bit late, I know. I was focusing on other stuff, during the beginning of season of Opulence, mainly uploading videos to YouTube. Didn't really have too much time to dedicate to the competitive grind. But the past couple of days I started working on the quest, just getting sniper kills here, sniper kills there. I got most of my sniper kills, I want to say, in quick play, but I did get quite a lot of sniper kills in low rank comp as well. And honestly, the kills went up really quickly. Then I solo queued up to the required points, 3,500 points you needed in total. This is the amount of points you needed to earn, not the rank you needed to have, so it's a lot easier to get the points for this quest. In fact, I would say the point requirement is probably the most accessible yet, and I think that's a good thing from Bungie that they did. That made it a lot less stressful for players who maybe aren't as good at PvP. That when you lose games and you lose rank, it actually doesn't matter. As long as you win or earn enough points that adds up to 3,500 total, you'll be able to earn the Revoker. And the thing I wanted to talk about straight away is it worth the grind? And I would say, even though it's probably not the best pinnacle weapon we've had, I would say it is worth the grind, just because it's not a particularly difficult grind. The only difficult part you might have is getting the sniper kills themselves, but I don't think it's that difficult for most players to actually achieve. And once you get it, what you've got on your hands here is a high impact sniper rifle with a pretty cool and unique perk, Reversal of Fortune. Missing a shot returns a bullet to the magazine after a short duration. And whilst I totally understand, from a really good sniper's point of view, and I've even experienced it myself, like, when I get a kill and then I'm out of ammo, I'm like, damn, like that kind of sucks. So I totally understand from their point of view why you would feel it's underwhelming. But it's still not the worst perk in the world, and the thing I wanted to point out is that making a pinnacle sniper and making it balanced is quite a difficult thing for Bungie to do in terms of the perk. We've seen what Magnificent Howl has done to the Crucible. Even Recluse's perk, to an extent, is very powerful. Mountaintop and Redrick's Claymore less so. I think those two are probably more balanced. But they were in a tricky position, so I think they played it safe. I think my immediate simple idea would be, as well as missing a shot returning a bullet to the magazine, simply getting a headshot kill should refund the bullet, or have a chance to refund the bullet or something. Instead of only rewarding players or compensating players for missing a shot, they should have rewarded players for landing their shots too. But obviously we don't have to go down the crazy route of, getting a sniper kill now means you can body shot people with this weapon or something stupid like that. That would just be completely broken and obnoxious. So it was a good thing that they didn't do that. If we were to look at the positives of the weapon, because obviously I know most people don't seem to like it. It is a good weapon. It's not a bad weapon. It's got snapshot. It has a really low zoom scope, one of the lowest zoom scopes in the game, and it seems to have very nice hit registration, really good aim assist. The hitbox looks nice and big, and I had no problems getting a couple of kills with the weapon. Obviously it's an obvious pair with Recluse as well. Get a kill with Revoker, push with Recluse, which makes for some fun gameplay, very fun gameplay loop. It's a way to encourage aggressive gameplay from a sniper using Recluse, because obviously you have to push up to take advantage of Recluse, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Like, I don't think it's a bad sniper at all. If we talk about the negatives though of the weapon, obviously I think, like we just touched on, Reversal of Fortune is pretty underwhelming. As well as it is nice to get a bullet back and it kind of promotes taking that chance and taking that shot, it is a little bit underwhelming. They played it a little bit too safe. And for me, the other glaring problem with this weapon, and the thing I don't understand why they chose this, is that it's an aggressive frame, and obviously aggressive frame snipers have terrible handling, and that can make this weapon feel very clunky. And that is probably the #1 criticism I would have of the weapon. Because of the extremely low handling speeds of the weapon, you have to be very slow and methodical with it. Even though it has snapshot, you can't slide in an ADS and pop off a shot and cancel the reload and just be playing very quickly. You have to let the weapon reload, do the animation, scope in at the right moment, because there were so many moments with this weapon where even like not to do with reload cancelling, I would just slide and scope in, and because of the cumbersome handling of the weapon, you have this like moment where you pull the trigger and nothing happens because the weapon is yet to reset. And for me, if I could change one thing, it's like, alright, you're gonna make it aggressive frame, fine, but you know the trait is giving it snapshot sights. Take that out and give it quick draw. If you give this thing quick draw, it changes everything in my opinion. If you give this quick draw, it's very easily, you could argue it's the best sniper in the game. But we all know, I think if you've been playing PvP, we all know that, you know, accolade or that title belongs to the Beloved. The Beloved is an adaptive frame sniper, so it has better handling. You can roll whatever perks you want on that weapon in the menagerie, and it's obviously a lot more accessible than the Revoker for your average player, because it's not hard to, you know, complete a menagerie and then, you know, put a rune into the chalice. So it's a lot more accessible. If you're a PvE main player and you want a sniper for PvP, if I'm being honest, you know, the Beloved's right there. But if you're a PvP guy, you really, you know, you probably want to own every pinnacle weapon, understandably so. And it's the same thing for me. You guys know I'm not a big sniper. I very rarely snipe, just because I'm just too aggressive. I have to get involved and get right into the thick of things, and obviously sniping doesn't really support that playstyle all too often. That being said, one of the cool things about the Revoker and Reversal of Fortune means I think it's more viable than any other sniper to pair it with other special weapons. So the last segment of the video that you're seeing here, the gameplay, I actually was running Good Bone Structure and the Revoker, and I was pairing them up with Syntheseps. And it was actually pretty nice, because obviously you spawn up with one sniper shot and one shotgun shot, but basically you'll always have a shot of sniper ammo until you get a kill. And when you get that kill and that guy drops special, then you push up to his body and you get the ammo, and now you've got a decent amount of ammo for your sniper and you've got a decent amount of ammo for your shotgun. And obviously with them both being precision weapons, it's quite a fun playstyle. You catch people out as well. They'll see you sniping, they'll think, right, he's sniping, I'm gonna rush him with my close quarters weapon, and then you pull out the shotgun and you take the head off with that instead. And that was really fun. And I was actually thinking of maybe doing another video like going in depth on that loadout. So if you're interested in seeing more Revoker Good Bone Structure gameplay, let me know in the comment section. And basically that's my final thoughts really on the Revoker. I think it is worth the grind. I think it's probably, for me, I would say, not the worst pinnacle weapon. I think Regic's Claymore is probably the most underwhelming pinnacle weapon for me personally, and I would put this ahead of Redrick's Claymore, but I'd put it behind Mountaintop Recluse and obviously the two hand cannons in terms of how good the weapon is. But guys, that's it from me. Like I said, you know, it's a tough spot for Bungie. If you're gonna do a sniper pinnacle weapon, you know, you go too far that on one side, it becomes absolutely broken. And I think for the health of the Crucible, it's probably better that the weapon is a little bit more on the safe side than a little bit more on the crazy side. Because if they made some kind of perk where, like, if you get a kill, you get increased damage for X amount of seconds or something, and with it being a high impact sniper, you're getting body shot by it, that would just be incredibly irritating. So, you know, maybe it's not as bad as people think. I personally actually enjoy using it, so guys, I hope you enjoy me watching me use it. I know I don't snipe that often, so take it easy on me in the comments, alright? I know I'm a noob at sniping, but you know, come on, your boy's out here doing his best, you know what I'm saying? So don't forget to leave a like for your boy, and also hit that sub button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Change the lead. You're pulling ahead. Keep it that way. 5 minutes remaining. Zone C lost. Fought like a titan of the first pillar.